Mancini, whoa, Mancini, whoa. He came from Italy to manage Man City. Of course he did, the beautiful blue bastard. I thought I'd do a little match reaction because why not? I've not done one for the Euros, and I've got Euros fever right now. I've been watching the Italy-Austria game, and Mancini being absolutely beautiful, Bobby Manc being a legend, Forza Mancini. I thought, why not actually talk about a bit of Euro 2020 on this channel, because it's getting interesting, it's hotting up, and we're getting to the good stuff. And because we're getting to the good stuff as well, over on the Super 6 Hold the L show, which I talk every single week, and I really enjoy chatting to like Pajak, Flav, Nini and the lads over there. And we decided to do an episode the other day, yesterday actually, before this round of 16 kicked off, talking about our predictions for the rest of the competition. So I'm going to actually play my predictions right now for you so you can go and watch them and let me know what you think afterwards. England do beat Germany, of course they do. Then they obviously get past Ukraine and they get to the Netherlands, but unfortunately, no, they do get through on penalties actually against the Netherlands. Obviously everyone talks about Gareth Southgate and penalties, and it's triumphant. But on the other side, Italy have already vanquished Belgium. They've already vanquished France as well. And I'm sorry, but Roberto Mancini, he's just... his tide is just another level. I'm going to be devastated, but I've got down Italy to win it for a reason. I think they're too classy, too organised, and they're going to win the Euros. But everyone will love England for it anyway, because we got to the final and football nearly came home. So, you know. So there you have it. I've got Mancini, Roberto Mancini's Italy, to win the Euro 2020 competition. It's not exactly a big deal after all this. What I will say, by the way, is go and watch the full episode of Super 6, because they are my predictions. But what we did as a group, me, Akeem, Pajak and Flav, we sat there and tried to work out where we thought we'd get, what would happen collectively. There's a lot of disagreements about some of the sides, but it was genuinely great fun. And I really enjoyed doing those. So go and give it a watch over on Super 6's channel. There will be a link on screen right now. Open it. It's a good 25 to 30 minute chat about Euro 2020, and I love it. But these are my predictions, basically. As you can see, you just saw her on screen. I've got a reference down here once again. It's going to be interesting. I had England to get all the way to the final. I guess we will see when they finally play Germany and how that could unfold. You may have noticed, if you're eagle-eyed, I actually had Wales to beat Denmark. That went well. Well done, Stephen. That absolutely fell on its arse massively. I was gutted because I've got, my dad's Welsh, so I've always had a soft spot for Wales. Yep, I am one of those guys. I'm a traitor, but I've always liked Wales collectively as a team. I think they are greater than the sum of the parts, and they've always been good. But at the same time, you can't not really be happy for Denmark, given the story, given what they've been through. It's been absolutely awful. Obviously, what they went through as players, seeing all their friends. We don't need to repeat what happened to Christian Eriksen. Unfortunately, it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. But I was delighted for them and delighted for Christian Eriksen. So you can't really begrudge it. But I've genuinely got Italy beating Belgium in the next round, and I don't think that's... Well, I've gone for it. But having seen that today, there were some signs of weakness against Austria. Austria gave them a good fight. 2-1, man, 2-1. It was... I thought Italy were decent, but they were definitely looking a little bit nervous. Maybe it was just the Wembley curse. Mancini's felt that before, is what I will say. But Italy, in the end, their quality showed. Chiesa with a wonderful goal. Absolutely showing his dad that he's not the only Chiesa worth mentioning at a Euro competition. And, of course, Pessina as well, with a decent one. Lovely header at the end for Austria. But overall, I think Italy just about deserved it. I really like Italy. I think they're a really compact team. They've got an awful lot of structure and a lot of focus within their side. Obviously that defence, when you've got the likes of, Chiellini and so on there, and Donnarumma in goal, and Spinoza is really, really good getting forward. Then in midfield, Verratti and Barella and Locatelli. Then Insigne's a player I really, really like and always have done. And Mobley, not his very best today, but a good player. And the likes of Chiesa off the bench. I mean, what a substitute to have. I mean, they're just a quality side. I mean, elsewhere, if they get to Belgium, who have they got to play? I've forgotten. Belgium have got... I've got it on my phone here, so I'm trying to unlock it. Belgium have got Portugal. I've got Percy, Belgium to beat Portugal, but if they do, if that's how it happens. If I was them, I'd be a little bit nervous. Excuse me. I'd be a little bit nervous because Belgium have a higher quality than Austria. And the one thing that really let Austria down, I would say, was a little bit of quality in the final third. And Italy weren't quite as defensively stoic as they had been famously over the past 31 games in their unbeaten streak. And I would say, if you're going to leave a bit of space, the only thing that stopped them from being punished really was a marginal offside and maybe a lack of quality from Austria. But if there's one team that you can't do that to in this competition, it's possibly Belgium, with the best player at the tournament, Kevin De Bruyne, in my humble opinion. And of course, the quality of Lukaku's banging form. Then you've got the likes of Eden Hazard as well. They're a very, very good side with absolute world-class players at their very best who love playing for their country. And that link-up play could be devastating potentially for Italy. But I've still got Italy to get through for that, but I wouldn't be surprised. And elsewhere, I've got France beating Switzerland and Spain beating Croatia. Croatia-Spain's going to be closer, I think, than I probably realised. Maybe not, because obviously Spain found a bit of form. But that could be closer than we realised. France-Switzerland, France obviously going through that isn't controversial, I would say. But once it gets to France-Spain, I've gone for France because they've got the know-how, of course. They're the current world champions. And I think they're a little bit more clinical up top. And I can imagine them giving Spain a few problems. Hopefully Laporte is a great game, but I would not be surprised at all if France give them an awful lot of problems. Pogba is an insane form for them. I can't deny it. He's a quality player when he puts on a France shirt. Quality player in general, but even he doesn't always show up for United. We know he's a good player. And him alongside Kante with the runners of Griezmann and Mbappe and so on, they're just a very, very good side. And Benzema is a player I've always rated as well, personally. He's a high-quality footballer, experiencing winning knockout competition. So he's a key player for them, potentially. So I've got then Italy and France in the semis, with Italy winning. I don't know if I'm correct there, but that's what I've got. On the other side, I've got Sweden, Ukraine. I've got Ukraine to go through because they play decent-ish football. Could be Sweden. Isaac, of course, is a good player. But I've got Ukraine. Zinni going through there. He's had a decent-ish tournament so far. Not a shining one. Then I've got England to beat Germany. It's coming on. It's probably not coming on. I had to sing that anyway. But yeah. Germany haven't been that impressive. Of course, they had a really, really good result against Portugal. But Why not? Why not, man? Why not? I know people from all different nations watch this channel, which I absolutely love, by the way. So some people will say, Stephen, you're talking nonsense right now. How dare you put down my team? And sorry to any Portuguese fans or any Swiss fans watching, or any Croatians or whatever, or even Spanish ones, because I've got them to go out. But this is just the nature of international football, isn't it? But England, I mean, I've got to support them. I am English, of course, and mainly because we've got so many Manchester City players there. Stones, of course, Sterling, Phil Foden, Harry Kane, Jack Grealish. No, I won't go there. But what I was saying is the strong English, Manchester City English core there. So, of course, I want them to do well. I've never, ever been a big international football fan, but I have enjoyed the Euros so far, man. It's been good fun. And I've watched much more games than I did in previous competitions. And I'm, well, apart from when I was much younger. And I'm loving it. It's good fun. In England, why not? Why not? I feel like they could have something here. They played to their strengths on the counter-attack against Germany. Because Germany aren't quite the side they used to be. They are quality, but maybe we get our revenge. I've got Netherlands to beat the Czech Republic. No guarantee there, of course. And then they'll face... I had Wales to beat Denmark. I was wrong. But so you got Netherlands then to beat... I had to beat maybe Denmark. We'll see. I had England... to beat Ukraine and to get Netherlands in the semi-finals, where England will win. They'll win probably on penalties or something like that. I don't know. And we'll get to Italy. I actually put Italy to get Netherlands with England to be knocked out. But did I put that, or did I change my mind? I can't remember. You'll see in the video either way. But I think England will get very close. I mean, overall, I don't want to jump too hard on the Southgate criticism for train, because it feels a little bit too obvious for me. And it's probably true at times, but I can't be bothered with it. What I will say is England have got a whole bunch of quality players. Foden's been better than people will probably say, but I don't think we've got him the ball enough, quick enough. I would love to have seen Foden in the side that played the other day when we moved the ball an awful lot quicker. Grealish had a very good game the other day, and I actually was really intrigued to see Grealish link up with Sterling, because I said on a podcast with ASAM that I wouldn't be surprised if actually Grealish brought the best out of Sterling if they played together, because he's not Son, he's a very different player, but he's definitely the kind of guy who would happily get crosses in from the left, and Sterling back on his right maybe would get an awful lot of chances on that side. So I would love to see Sterling get at the back post a little bit more like he did for that header, because that could bring out the best. So maybe if Grealish comes, and obviously that's a video for a future date, maybe that could bring the best. But England have got quality, and I want to see Foden on the pitch with the likes of Saka and Grealish. I really genuinely do. I mean, personally, Mount's brilliant. He's brilliant, but I would love to see Grealish playing that role with Foden and Saka on the pitch as well. Having said that, I mean, Mount's on the pitch, I'm fine with that, of course, but I would love to see it. I'd love to see it because I think it could be very, very interesting. Saka is a really good player, man. I like him. He's fearless. Seems really likeable as well. And as Nicholas said, he's got a really friendly face, Saka. He really has. Generally has. He seems like a really... She didn't hear me. She's got earphones in the kitchen. But he's a really, really, really good player. I like him an awful lot. Maguire's been good when he came back as well. Maguire was good the other day. Him alongside Stones is our best centre-back pairing in my personal opinion. And let's see if Kane finds a bit of form, because obviously Kane's been quiet so far in this competition, but we need a bit of magic from Harold Kane, man. We need it. But either way, these are my Euro predictions. I thought Italy game was great fun, cracking fun. I was gutted for Wales earlier, but Italy probably deserved it overall. Austria a little bit unlucky, but that VAR call for the offside was probably right, even if it was a little bit slow. It was right, I think. They were unlucky. Italy, not at their fluent best, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. They're through to the quarterfinals, and I think if anything, actually, they'll raise the game for a better team. I think they'll probably enjoy playing Belgium more than they'll enjoy playing Austria. I could be talking nonsense there, but we'll see. If they get Belgium, by the way, it could be Portugal, of course. That's going to be a hell of a game. If you enjoyed me doing these Euro 2020 reactions, let me know, and I will do. There wasn't much analysis of the game, personally. But I wanted to just broadly talk about Euro 2020 for the first time. But I can do some chat videos about match reactions. But I wanted to talk about Mancini because I absolutely love him. I know people will be saying as well, what about Mancini back at Man City? That door's closed, lads. Let it go. Let it go. Mancini was fantastic, but the blue-tinted specks of nostalgic time have definitely made us forget a little bit how bad it got towards the end in terms of squad harmony. Mancini was great, but he knew how to rub up people an awful wrong way, and he lost the dressing room by the time he'd gone. A great guy, and he got us to where we'd be. And I think someone said to me on Twitter once, Mancini showed us that we could compete with the best. Guardiola showed us that we can actually be the best. And I probably would say that's probably true. Mancini gave us that belief, and Guardiola has took us to a level of domestic domination that I don't think Mancini's probably capable of, because I don't think he's brilliant, but there's a reason Mancini doesn't last very long at most jobs. It's because he's only so much you can take of him, I think, as a player. International football suits him because he's not got that constant, demanding, seasonal, every week, every day, in and out contact. And I think his temper's probably better for it as a result. I love the guy, don't get me wrong, but I think he's in the right place right now. And I don't want him to come back and have a difficult... Like, it might start good, but I don't want him to have a difficult time at City and then burn those bridges. I'd rather just we laud him as this like legend that got us our first Premier League title and got us our first trophies in God knows how long, 30-odd years. I want him to stay that. I want him to be that beautiful bastard that we love. And I want him to stay there. And good on him, man. I can't say I want him to win the Euros. Of course, I want England to. But if he did it, I'd be very happy for him. For me, by the way, my choice after the Euros for England not to win it is actually Belgium. Mainly because I want KDB to get that legacy. I'm turned into a little, football Twitter stan. I want KDB to have international trophies so people realise just how good he is, because people care about that kind of stuff. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video and want to hear more Euro 2020 chat, let me know. And of course, if you want more Euro 2020 chat right now, go watch the big video over on Super 6. It's absolutely ace. I really enjoyed Pajak and Nakeem having a right old go at each other. It was good fun. Me and Flav looking all like that. It was good, I promise you. Go watch it. Let me know what you think of my predictions in the comments below. Thanks to all the Patreons. Mancini, whoa. Mancini, whoa. He came from Italy to manage Man City. And I won't say, and indeed he did. And he did it well. Love you all. In a bit.